Hi, my name is Dilip Thakur, and today I have come with the latest English question paper of Maharashtra Board. This is first question paper of the new course, which is based on activity, and the board has decided to take 100 marks question. So the first section is totally dedicated to the grammar part, where they have asked like infinitive or finding out the hidden words or the chain words. So this is totally based on the grammar. So it is objective type. 8 questions are there, and every question carries 1 mark. So if the student is aware of the required grammar, it should not take much time and efforts to correctly do this part. So that's how the board has changed the pattern this year, and 20 marks which were allotted to school are no longer available. And I can see that the next part is also all about grammar. Here they have gone into little bit detail, and they have asked the direct to indirect speech or to identify the clauses and all that. So that is the first section, which is totally about grammar. Now we can see that second section, the passage is going to begin. This is similar to what we had in the previous years as well, where they began with few questions and then they had to read the passage. So we have seen that the passage section has begun with questions, certain number of questions, and we can see that in the next page there will be actual passage which needs to be read carefully in order to answer all the questions based on it correctly. One good thing is that most of the questions are very objective. They have specific answers. So after reading the passage once carefully, the student should be able to find the correct answers in the passage itself. And since it is based on facts, so it shouldn't pose a big difficulty to the students to locate and spot the right answer. So that is one very good thing the board has done, that it does not want students anymore to just mug up the answers. The board wants students to understand the concept and then try to answer the question. So here, as I was telling, that all the objective questions have been given, and they have also asked for synonyms, and again some part of grammar has also been inserted, and finally it is the personal response, which obviously will test the writing ability of the person. And here I can see that the next passage has started again with one word question that will be based on the passage that will appear in the next page. So this is just the continuation of the textual passage, and if someone has read the textbook thoroughly, then it should not be difficult at all, because we expect students to understand everything that has been given in the chapter. So the moment they look at it and they read it once, they should get the complete idea what the passage is all about and where the answers can be found. And as far as the personal response is considered, the passage does not need to really help. It's all their own thinking, their own opinion, their own concept about the passage which they have to write. And if they are good at writing, if they are good at drawing conclusion, so this section should not be difficult at all. So here the objective questions regarding the second passage have come, and we can see that there are very objective questions, and again another passage has come, which will be the continuation of the pattern that we have seen in the past. And here this is non-textual passage, so here some more reading is required. And the section 3 is all about poetry, which is similar to what we have seen in the past. One excerpt has been given, and based on that, the questions have been asked. Again, very objective questions are there. So, reading it thoroughly once should help the students find the correct answers. So, as you can see that they have asked for rhyme scheme, which is pretty easy to identify. And again, the next question is also based on an extract from a poem. We will see the questions on the next page, because here there is slight difference in asking questions compared to the previous passages, because as we can see here that the board has introduced a new concept called appreciation of poem, in which they ask for all the details about the poem, like the title, uh, the poet, the central idea, rhyme scheme, figure of speech, and why I like or I do not like this poem. So this is something very new concept which they have introduced. And again, the questions are based on this one. So now begins the writing skill, the section 5. It starts with the letter writing. Two options are there, formal, informal. The content has to be the same. They have given the clues as well. So use those clues and then try to write either formal or non-formal. And then it is dialogue writing, which I am sure will have option in the next page. So this dialogue writing um, will be there with the interview questions, as we can see here, that the student interviews a famous singer and frames certain questions based on the clues given here. And the next section is the information transfer, which is similar to what had been coming in the past. They have given one passage and there needs to be a pie diagram based on this. And we can see that later on just the reverse will come, where they will give certain facts, figures, data, and based on that a passage needs to be written. So this is pretty easy. It does not require really lots of skills. If the student is comfortable in this language, he or she should not find it difficult to understand and write the correct responses. And here we can see that the views and counter views are there, speech is there. There is an option between speech and counter